Hey guys, it's me and welcome back. Right, last week I put out the FV4202 review. I thought I did quite a fair review on it, but there was one or two people that really disliked this tank. And I don't know why, to be honest. I really want them to like this tank, so I thought I'd put out a couple more quick clips of this tank, just so I can try and change everybody's mind about this tank. It's a really good tank. Right, so game one, we're on Ensk War. I haven't gone very far from the spawn, but there's a reason for that. This flank on Ensk War, if you push out into the field, it's a lot harder to defend than if you just use these rocks here. So that's a little point for you there. If you want to defend Ensk War from this end, just chill here and use these rocks. Ensk is only 600 meters by 600 meters, so when you've got 500 meters nearly view range, you can spot even the most sneaky things. Quite a good range, good sniping range for the 4202. I also want to show you this clip right now. I have switched to HESH. As I said in the review, this is one of my main reasons for loving this tank. And hopefully I shall demonstrate why right now. So that's a Type 61. Boom! 530 damage. Happy days. And we critted something on him, probably his viewing device or his gun. So yeah, this is why the HESH is so good. It's not good for the front of a Jagdpanzer, so I need to spot that waffle once more. There it is, he's blind firing, so I need to work out where he's firing from. Aim one up, boom, happy days. Hopefully that has hit his turret for around 500 damage. His camo value appears to be defeating my view range at the minute, but he's probably still around somewhere, so I leave the HESH loaded just in case he pops up. There he is, aim one up, hits him, nearly 500 damage and do his gun, and now he's pretty much a two-shot. So the 402 makes a lovely sniper. Look at that shot. There's just a sliver of his turret showing, and I hit him with HESH and leave him a one shot. And this shot is funny. Aim for the Jagdpanzer and kill the waffle. Happy days. And the Jagdpanzer goes down to the artillery. Right, so back to standard rounds. Going to push in. There's a Death Star in there, but he still needs dealing with. Yeah, this is one of the main drawbacks about this tank, is the speed. You hit 40 pretty quick and that's where you stop. But you can't have it all. If you had it all, people would complain about it being OP and then it would get nerfed. So you may as well just leave it as it is. Don't worry about no Action 10 Centurions. I'm quite happy with this, thank you very much. If you have a look at the Action 10 Centurion anyway, it's exactly the same turret, just without the bustle boxes on the side, with a few extra little bits. Right, so here we go with some 50-degree track traverse. This Death Star is going to make a fatal mistake. He starts to go back for the wall, which would have been the best thing for him to do. But he continues to turn. This is just ideal. If he'd gone back to that wall and started to slide across the wall, he would have pushed me out in front of him and he probably could have killed me. But because he just kept turning, I kill him and take no damage off him. Do take a hit off this SDA-1, but that's not going to do much to me. But I do get snuck up on by an Object 261 and he puts a rather healthy shell into me there. Half my health gone in one shot. Just going to finish off this guy first. Not even aiming properly, it's only an SDA-1, not one part of his tank could bounce my APCR rounds. Right, so load up HESH, here he is. Noob shot, and he hits me again and almost finishes me off. Luckily though he didn't kill me, and it gives me time just to finish him off. And there we go. A very quick round on an Ensk War, but we defended one whole flank pretty much, well, not on our own. But we did some serious damage to some tier 10 German tank destroyers there. 6,000 damage, a little bit of assist points, and a class 1 mastery. And that match was only a few minutes long, so you can see just how much damage you can put out your DPM just rises so much if you can get those HESH rounds to pen. So it's one tank, but if you see a Waffenträger or something like that, you actually appreciate seeing them because you know you can do some more damage.
Our mission is to capture and hold the marked objective. Let's do it.
Right, so if you're not happy with the ability of the HESH rounds, time to see a fairly standard game with the APCR. There is a couple of opportunities on this match though, but I could have used HESH and guaranteed some kills, but I didn't for some reason. Yeah, I'm getting a bit old, my mind's a bit slow, I don't always think about everything at the right time. But then who does? Well, there might be some people that have the massive brain activity, but they can just think about everything at every time and do every shot perfect with every ground type, but not me. Right, so we make it up to here. If you can get here quick enough, catch these guys crossing. Unfortunately, the E5 there, he snapshots me, tracks me, but I'm going to out-reload him. I'm not going to waste a repair kit. Put one in his track, so hopefully the team can do some damage to him.
Ready to fire. Punch right through their armor.
Yeah, the 4202 as well, we haven't had, I don't know if any of you noticed in the review video, when I brought up tanks.gg, the rate of fire in tanks.gg was different to the one in the World of Tanks garage, and that is because the 4202 on PC had a buff a while ago, and that buff means that you can keep tanks perma-tracked even if they've got a half decent crew. So we've not had that yet. So hopefully when we get the buff, there's going to be enough people that like this tank, but they won't get rid of it. So maybe I should start some sort of like petition to keep this tank. A lot of my friends that have this tank that play it, they really like it. Obviously you can't judge between the two without being able to play the new one against the old one. So I can't be too objective there, really. So, just holding my ground.
Target acquired. Focus on this area.
Enemies team have 2 artilleries. I can quite say from here, I think. Right, so there's the enemy's waffle. Don't change ammo types here because I expect him to back away. We do pick up a nice kill on that IS-8 there. Right, so this is fairly standard medium tactics for this map, and I was quite lucky there that that E100 fired a high explosive round at me. He hit the turret sides. With AP, he probably would have penetrated that shot. So I managed to get away there with him doing less damage to me than he could have done if he'd have used the right ammo. But anyway, that's not good. Death Star, back away. There's an IS-7 down there. He's more than capable of surviving a HESH shell without taking too much damage. The artillery helped me out. Put one nice shot into him, and another artillery puts an even bigger shot into him and leaves him a one shot. But I noob rushed that shot. Need to stop doing that. But he's backing off, and I'll pick up the kill anyway. Yeah, I do like auto aim, especially with this tank because it's so accurate. But sometimes I rely on it a little too much, and I shouldn't do. But it's good for working a ridgeline like this because you can see you've got more of a view over the ridge as to where your turret is in relation to the ridge, although it didn't work that time and the IS-8 got hit in, and then their batchat artillery took off another third of my health, so now my buffer is gone. I'm going to have to play really defensively now, which I don't like to do.
They've spotted us. Ready to fire on target. Punch right through their armor.
Don't know if any of you guys on the Facebook site saw that picture I put out with the book about the Gurkhas and their motto. It was kind of like my motto. Rafe knew what my motto was, and he kind of lives by the same code as well. The Gurkha's motto is, better to die than live a coward. And that's how you should play this game, really. I don't get why some people are happy to sit at the back and snipe. Fair enough, in some tank destroyers and artillery, yeah, that's probably the best way to play them. But if you play a game, the name game, it means game, you play a game to have fun. I know I do take it quite seriously sometimes, but the aim of the game is still to have fun, and I have fun by doing well. And to do really well, you can't just sit at the back all the time. If that's not what your tank's for, you're ruining it for the rest of your team. You know what I mean. Right, so back to the game after my little rant. T62A pushes in, I'm going to go in to support him. I should have pushed a little bit earlier really, I missed some damage here. Right, so watch this, I go to the back of the T62A, although it doesn't work there, he turns his track and reverses. Yeah, my idea was to swing wide so that if he wanted to get away, he would have had a clear route to get out. It didn't quite work there, but I always try and give people space as well if I can. But incident last week as well. I was in the Death Star actually, and I was just poking around a corner, and I looked around the corner, and a T-30 was there. Went to back up, and a T-69 who'd been following me the whole game was jammed right up my ass. And the T-30 hit me and set me on fire and killed me. I was so frustrated. I wish people would just be a bit more careful. Anyway, right, so there's only a couple of tanks left. There's one artillery and an E100. So, any guesses where the E100 is going to be? See the back chat? Please roll good. Well, you roll good, even though I didn't use HESH. I could have had HESH loaded for the arties. I could have guaranteed both kills there. Yeah, so like I was saying, E100, top tier German heavy tank, 100 odd tons. Where do you reckon he's going to be? There he is, on full health. Snapshots. How he was even facing the right way. So he's got his back end facing to all of our snipers. Oh my god. So that is the end of my game. So just sit back and watch the rest of the team. Go and tussle with this full health E100. Well, he's not full health now, he's been hit by RT, but what a joke. Hate it when it happens. You can have a storming game, but then when you're on low health and you're looking for that last kill and you find them and they're a full health tier 10 heavy. Yeah, you would, even if you had HE loaded, you would have only had to have grazed me to get that one done. This is a bit funny as well, watching two E100s trying to kill each other. There we go, he finally goes down. Let's have a quick look at the results. So there we go, another 6k damage, but this time 2.5k assist, picks up the high caliber and a Mastery Ace tanker in the FV4202. Yeah, one of my favourite tanks in the game. Admittedly, it's not as good as some of the others, but it just has those extra little bits like the HESH. It's really low profile, the manoeuvrability, what it lacks in turret armour and speed from the tier 10 Russian mediums. It makes up for in quirkiness and just the extra ammo choice. Yeah, so yeah, please guys, please try this tank. Please try and like it. If you're not doing so well in it, have a think about how you're playing it and what the weaknesses are and its strong points, and just try and correct how you're playing it. Well, there we go guys, hope you enjoyed these two replays. I will catch you tomorrow with another video. Please like the video if you did, please sub if you're not, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.